Hello, my beautiful people. It is I, it is her, it is she, it is Coach. And thank you so much for coming back to Coach TV. Here on this channel, I talk about lifestyle, I talk about mindset, health, and business. Those are the four categories that I talk about. Those are the four main subjects in my life. And those are the four main avenues that I travel every single day to get to the lifestyle that I love and live. Okay. This video today is going to be talking about staying consistent on the road to wealth when building a business, or just staying consistent on the road to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in your life when building anything, right? But the main factor is building a business and you're trying to get to wealth, because I truly believe that anyone can get rich, right? It's an abundance of money out in the world, and how you see money and how you view money is your perception of how it works for you. And in order to change that perception, in order to change that persona, you have to understand the money game and how money works, because money is truly a tool and is used as a protection. And I also use it as sometimes rewards, right? And understanding that when you are building anything, when you are doing anything, when you are accomplishing or trying to achieve anything in your life, you have to understand that there are going to be a lot of different obstacles that are coming your way. Why is it going to be obstacles? Because there are a lot of different pieces of the puzzle that are elements that need to happen in order for you to build your endurance and your stamina when building anything or trying to stay consistent with anything. Those are like the test points in your life. Those are the things that try to test you to see how firm and established you are when you're trying to achieve something so gratifying to you that it pulls you in different directions. But that's why I'm making this video today, because I realized that as I have been building my business, and I am building a multi-million-dollar company, it is something that I'm truly passionate about, and it's something that I really love. And there have been a lot of obstacles in the way as I've been building my business. There's been a lot of distractions that come my way as I've been building my business. And I can tell you that I haven't understood how this thing works until I had to actually take a step back and re-look at the situation itself. Understanding how to master certain elements in your life is very crucial, and setting boundaries is another crucial part to this puzzle, right? So let's talk about staying consistent for a minute. Staying consistent, it has a lot of elements with that, because when you are building anything that you can think of that you are trying to do right now, this video is in reference to building a business, and this video is in reference to building your wealth. Because again, like I say, you can get rich by just selling anything. You can sell anything anywhere. They have a whole different lot of platforms out there where you can sell a lot of stuff, and you can be a good salesperson or you could be a sleazy salesperson, whatever your preference is. But I definitely wouldn't suggest that you go to the sleazy part of it. But you can make money doing a lot of different things, especially if you have a lot of different talents, and you can utilize that to build upon whatever it is that you are liking to do. For me, I have a health coaching business, and in my health coaching business, I teach women how to be empowered, how to get disciplined in their mind, how to get disciplined in their consistency, how to discipline their habits, and also how to discipline the way that they move and groove through this thing called life, which keeps them consistent on building that health portion of their life. I also have a school for new entrepreneurs that's building a health coaching business, who are just new to the game and going out there and trying to figure this thing out and truly don't have a really true blueprint on what that looks like for them. And what you don't want to do is just want to go out there and just start throwing things at people, because that is not how you build a evergreen business. And it's called evergreen because what happens is, when you're no longer here, or you're no longer able to build your business, or you're no longer able to oversee your business, whatever that may look like, you want to make sure that the people and the places that you have, the people and things that you have in place can still thrive your business through all obstacles and all different types of courses as it's going, right? You want to make sure that your business is evergreen. So it's always by any means of doubt is in the groove of helping, assisting, teaching, and giving. That is the main four core functions of my business. And that's the main four core functions I think every business should be grounded upon, along with whatever it is that you want to actually add into that, right? But staying consistent when the obstacles happen, it's three different types of obstacles here, right? And if you see me looking down, that's because I'm looking at my notes, because I want to make sure I give you the crumb of the crumb. I want to give you the middle of the pie and not just the pie crust, okay? So the three different obstacles are relationships. It is no motivation. And it's also emergencies, right? So you got relationships, no motivation, and you have emergencies. And let's start with relationships, okay? Because that thing is an obstacle by itself. You could be married, you could have a girlfriend, you can have a boyfriend, whatever your preference is. You have family relationships, you have coworker relationships, you got all types of relationships out here with other people. And sometimes someone that's close to you, or may not even be that close to you, or just someone in that circle or that realm that you go through, they may not see your big picture. They may not see your vision, and they may try to coerce you into working a job or staying in that place that you're at, or just not trying to grow mentally or have a mindset growth mentality. They may try to, not intentionally, but maneuver you from thinking about growing your business or doing what you need to do for your business because they can't see that for you. These are real obstacles that people deal with. Why and how do I know? Because these are obstacles that I've encountered, which means I'm speaking from a place of experience. And I am giving you the experience information in reference to how to overcome these obstacles. First, you have to understand that when you're embarking on a journey to better your life or to better your situation or to better whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, everyone that's in your circle or everyone that's a part of your life isn't going to be on that journey with you. They don't see the bigger picture. They can't fathom to even think of working for themselves. They can't even fathom to think even how to go out and try to get a client or a customer to get someone to purchase whatever it is that they have. They can't even see that happening for them, right? Because the only thing that they've ever been taught or the only thing that they've ever known is you grow up, you go to school, you graduate high school, you go to college, you get a degree, and then you go into your field of expertise. That's what you're going to work, right? And then sometimes with our people, we don't even get that experience. It's just either you grow up, you finish high school, and you get a job. That's it. You don't even get to get into a career because your main function as a child growing up, which was like it was in our household, is to get a job. You go to work. That's what you do because you got to pay your bills. And it doesn't matter how you get there. You just need to go to work because working pays your bills. And as you grow up, that's what you believe and that's what you know and that's what you do. And you do it for years. You do it for decades. You do it for a long time, right? But that mentality will keep you positioned and stuck. That mentality is not a growth mindset. And if you are dealing with people who are in that space and who are a part of that type of thinking process, it's not that they don't want to, it's just that they've never been taught to. And it's a difference, right? So, which means that when things like that are going on and things like that are happening, you have to stay tunnel focused on your position and on your goal. It does not matter what they say, and some things they say may hurt and some things they may do may hurt, but you have to stay tunneled, focused, and embedded into what it is that you're trying to achieve. Because your business or your hobby that you're trying to get into, a real life business, will never grow if you allow the mindset of someone else to be pushed off onto you. It will never, ever happen. That's just the reality of it. So understanding that the person or the people that are in your circle and how they position themselves and how they speak or give you information in reference to your vision or your hobby or something that you're trying to build upon, it's just a reflection of them not knowing, or they have tried to do the experience themselves and it just didn't work. And that's because they didn't have the blueprint that you truly need, which is the endurance and the tenacity to keep going. That's it, right? So understanding that relationships that you have are a part of the process of your growth. Excuse me. But you also need to understand that you have to put people and places and spaces where they belong, because you have to set certain boundaries, right? And so you know that if you go to, let's just say you go to your cousin's house and you and your cousin are talking, and you and your cousin have been best friends for years, you guys grew up together, and your cousin knows that you're trying to build this business, right? But every time you talk about your ideas to your cousin doesn't want to hear that. This is just an example, okay? Your cousin doesn't want to hear that. You should know that from the previous times or whatever those moments that you and your cousin have interacted, that you guys will never talk about this, because he or she doesn't see the vision. He or she doesn't understand your grit work. He or she doesn't understand your excitement when you talk about this. He or she has never been taught how to look beyond the now to see that there could be something brewing special just for he or her, right? And so your boundary to set right there is, we don't talk business. We'll do everything else but talk business. So that's how you put your relationships in place. You understand. You meditate on what the information that they're telling you. You understand that this is what this person is about. This is what they just don't understand. And it's not your job to teach them. It's not your job to teach them at all. Your job is to stay tunnel focused on your business, tunnel focused on your endeavors, so that when you get to that point of, getting to certain areas in your life with your business, you're teaching them by your actions. You're showing them through your endurance of everything that's coming your way. You're staying focused on the goal at hand. Okay. So that is number one, your relationships, understanding and putting them in place and setting the boundaries. That's the number one, right? Number two is emergencies. Now, my brother has this saying, and I don't even know where he got it from, but he says something to the fact of, I cannot keep making your situation my emergency, or something of that effect. Your situation cannot become my emergency, which means that whenever something is happening, you're the go-to person. You're the person that everyone calls, because they know without a shadow of a doubt, you're the fixer. You're going to fix it. You're going to help them. You're going to be that person they can call upon. You're going to be that person that they can go to. You're the fixer. But at the same time, you trying to be the fixer of emergencies that are not your emergencies, that is hindering you from doing what you love to do. An emergency could take days. Emergency could take weeks. Emergency could take months, depending on what type of emergency it is, right? Emergencies arise because that's called life, and life be lifing, okay? But however, emergencies that are not a part of your process, are not a part of you creating them, or not something that's happening directly to you, should not be something that you are so honed and in tuned with that you stop doing the best thing ever, which is to build upon your business. That is called distracting emergencies, right? Anything that can take you away from doing the work is a distraction of an emergency. It's not your emergency. So you should not be consumed or concerned about fixing the problem. Now, don't get me wrong. I know you're like, Coach, but what if? And I understand the what ifs, because the what ifs does happen, right? Prime example. If someone in your family or a friend of yours gets into a situation, right? Whatever that situation may be, and the only person they can call is you. At that point, you can help them, because that's what you're prone to do. That's the love that you have for them. That's the eagerness to help them, and that's the concerns you coming out that you're going to go help this person, and that's what you're going to do, right? Here's the thing with this. You can help them at that point, but you cannot by any means necessary forget your bottom line. Your bottom line is you're trying to build an evergreen business. You're trying to establish your foundation so that your business can grow. You're trying to do the necessary things for you when it comes to advancing in your business, scaling your business, getting to that next level of business. You cannot do those things if you are consumed with dealing with someone else's emergency. That's just how that goes. You cannot, by any means necessary, scale your business, scale anything in life that you're trying to do by continuing to make someone else's emergency your problem. That is the bottom line. So understanding that emergencies will happen, and they've happened to me, they've happened to colleagues of mine, they happen, right? They happen to family members of mine, they happen. But what you cannot do is be wrapped up in their emergency so much so that it's dampening your life, that it's stopping you from moving forward, that it's hindering your business, it's hindering your mindset, it's hindering your growth, because you are consumed with someone else's emergency. And I get it. We want to help everybody. You want to help as many people as you possibly can because you love all humans, and that's just something about you. And it's okay to be that way. But you got to set the boundary not only for them. Again, it goes back to boundary setting, but the boundary for you. So when someone has an emergency, you're not the first person they call. You know what you're going to be? You're going to be the last resort. You're going to be the last person they call, because that means that went through every person on their list. They have exhausted all avenues on their list, and they know that you are the last person to call. Why? Because you set the boundary. The boundaries have to be set. And I know sometimes it's hard to set the boundaries. But in my next video upcoming next week, it's going to be talking about boundaries and how to set them and how to position yourself whereas though you're not being nasty, you're not being mean, but you are setting the boundaries, okay? And then the third and final thing is the motivation. The motivation to keep going. The motivation to want to. Listen. When I first started my health coaching business, YWE Solutions, when I first started YWE Solutions and Rock and Drop Fitness, I'm trying to tell you, it was many a days that I was just like, I don't want to, and I don't feel like it. I want to watch a movie. I want to go outside. I want to go out to eat. I want to go do something else. I don't want to do that, right? Because when it's all brand new and shiny and feeling good, you want to do it. When that excitement has left you, about a week or two later, you start to get into this rut of, why do I got to keep doing this? I mean, this is hard, and it's going to be hard. But understand that the hard is the endurance that you're going through. The hard is going to help you see that next level. The hard is going to push you to that next step in your business. Growing a business deserves a foundation. It is imperative for every single thing that you do. On my Coach Yolanda's Business Mentoring Coaching on my Facebook, and I'll link that below, there is this post that me and my business partner came up with, and he talked about how a house, right? He's like, you're building something and the floor is going to drop out, or you're trying to build a home, right? You're building a home and the home is coming together. Everything looks great. And then you go to put the floors in and you realize that the floors keep falling out. That's how he explained it, right? The floors keep falling out, which means the foundation isn't steady. That foundation was rocky as crap. And you didn't understand that foundation was rocky because you just kept building. But you're not checking, you're not testing, you're not looking at the blueprint, you're not following the steps, you're not following the guidelines. You're just building with no direction. And you know at the end of it, even though it looks pretty on the outside, you just want to put the floors in now because now you want the floors in there because it's finished, that it's done, right? But that's truly not it. It looks pretty and everything is grown and everything has come together, but the foundation is rocky. The foundation wasn't steady in the first place because you never took time to marinate on it. You never took time to meditate on it. You never took time to look at the features and the structures that you're putting together. You never took time to even test it out. You just threw that thing together and said, I'm putting the floors in there. And now the floors are in there, but now you're realizing as you're walking, whoa, it's whoa, right? The floors are actually coming apart because your foundation wasn't steady. That is how a business has to grow. The motivation, honey, let me tell you, it will never always be there. You will never be motivated on a consistent basis, on a daily basis to grow your business. You won't be motivated. Why? Because there are a lot of things and obstacles and intricate pieces that goes along with building a business. And when you don't have a steady foundation, when you don't know what you're building upon, and you thinking that I'm just out here because I just want to get money, right? That's what a lot of people think. I'm just trying to get some money. The foundation will never be built with the mindset of I'm just trying to get money. The foundation will never be steady and sturdy enough with just I'm just trying to get money. Because see, again, at the beginning of this video, like I say, anybody can get money. Anybody can get rich, right? You can get rich off of anything. But to build, to understand, to put a blueprint together, to know exactly what it is that you are building towards is the foundation that you have to come upon. So that it doesn't matter what obstacles, what bricks, what trees are being thrown at you as a person, because you are building something, right? You're building something that's evergreen. Always remember that. You want your business to be evergreen. Evergreen, you want your business to stand the test of time, even if you're not around. You want that business to be able to do 4 core elements, right? Help, assist, and deal with people. You want that business to do a lot of things. Those 4 core elements was at the beginning of the video. I can't remember off the top of my head, but at the beginning of the video, right? And so because you want your business to have those 4 core elements, you have to understand that motivation will never be the foundation that you build your business off of. It will never be that. Motivation is something that gets you started. It gives you that little piece of dopamine, like, whoa, yeah, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. This is what the business is going to be about. However, to understand it as a whole and to get that full moment is that you have to build that thing from the ground up, and you building it with intention. You're building it with purpose. And these are not just intention and purpose that I talk about in my house coaching business or with YWE Solutions, our schooling. This is what we talk about when building anything in life. Intention and purpose. What is the intention of me getting a business? What's the intention of me wanting to build a business? What's the purpose, right? Because these are things that you have to think about. It's not just going to be, oh, I'm going to build a business and that's it. It's going to come together. Oh, I'm just going to follow everybody online and do what they say to do. You have to test this thing. It's about testing. It's about building the foundation. And it's about knowing that you're never going to always be motivated. Sugar Plum, you're never going to always be motivated. And motivation is not the grounds for you to build your business on. Stamina, endurance, understanding the PowerPoints of building the business, understanding you putting together your own personal blueprint of building your business and taking it from there, because you want to know what it is that you are accomplishing. What are you driving yourself in a forceful way to achieve, right? For me, like I said, YWE Solutions is going to be a multi-million-dollar company, which means it's going to affect so many women lives and their family lives. That's what it's about. It's about, teaching new entrepreneurs the foundation of building a business. And it's not just to throw links out there. It's not just to throw and just try to get anybody's money. Because let me tell you something. As a good point of business standard, take this in and write this down. All money is not good money. Trust me. All money is not good money, because you could have a company where, so you actually have a tangible item, right? The tangible item is, you may sell earrings, right? You sell earrings. And every time you sell your earrings you put them out in the internet world, you let people know what you have. It's always a customer that want to get a refund. It's always a customer that want to say this piece broke, that piece broke. It's always a customer that's a complaint. It's always someone that's always trying to down something else that you're doing, and you don't know why. But you keep coming across these same type of people, because that's the people that you're attracting in your business. Because again, you're not building the foundation. You're not setting the boundaries when you're building your foundation. You have to understand that, yes, you want to build wealth, right? You're not wanting to get rich because riches leave you. Wealth is something that steadily occurs, and then it deals a lot more with just building a business. You got investments, right? You got IRIs. You got a lot of things. IRAs. Listen, I got a whole financial guru specialist that works. Okay, he does all that stuff. But in my mind, I know what he's talking about when he's talking to me about my business. But these are things that you have to continue to build upon when you are thinking about your business. Your business isn't going to just make itself known and be out here willy-nilly if you don't build the foundation, right? And you have to understand that getting rich and building wealth are two different elements. Let me know if you want to know about how to get rich and how to build wealth and what those two and the differences in the comments below. And I'll put a video together and I'll give that to you as well. But building wealth and getting rich are two different elements. They are two different elements, okay? And you need to understand that when building a business. Your main focus of building a business is evergreen. Write that down. That's a gem. That's a nugget. Evergreen business. Standing the test of time. When you're not here, the business will continue to thrive. If you're sick and you're down and you can't get up and move around no more, the business will continue to thrive. Now, I don't know about you, but I plan on being here to about 200. That's what I say to myself every day. I'm going to be here to about 200 years of age. I'm going to outlive the living, okay? Because that's the excitement I have about life, and that's the excitement I have about health, and that's the excitement I have about my clarity when I'm building a business, right? And there's a lot of elements that come along with that. But the main focus of this video was relationships, emergencies, and motivation. That's the main focus of this video. Those are the three main focuses of how you build your business and getting that foundation to stand the test of time. This was Coach Yolanda. I thank you so much for joining me on this video. I thank you so much for tuning into Coach TV. If you found value in this video, definitely tell me what gems did you take away from it. What was your key points that you loved to discuss, and we can discuss even more. Put it in the comments below. Also, do subscribe to the channel. This is how you get notified when I put up new information, when I put out new videos. This is how you get notified, right? And on top of that, this is how you stay in the know with me. And this is how I'll stay in the know with you. I'll know when you're coming and I'll know when you're leaving, right? Because we want to build upon. And if you want to build a steady, stern foundation when it comes to building your business, when it comes to life, when it comes to mindset, when it comes to health, this is the channel for you, because I hit all aspects of it, because this is the experiences that I've taken away from it. And I want to share it with you so that way you are in the know and you know how to maneuver through this thing called life. Because life be lifing. And whether you're ready or not, it's going to life. So you better get ready, because it's always going to be ready. And my business partner says this, I love this too. If you're ready, you ain't never got to get ready. Because whenever something happens, you're already ready. You are already aware of how to deal with the situation. Emergencies happen, but you already know how to deal with it. Remember, setting those boundaries, building that foundation. Not being motivated is not going to be your foundation. But setting the boundary and building that foundation is something that you want to definitely key in and hone into. For my new entrepreneurs, if you are starting a business and you want to know how to grow your business and the core elements of how to get that going and the blueprint that you need, definitely hit the link below and you can get into our course and we can teach you, we can guide you. Or as a matter of fact, hit the link below and we'll be able to talk with you to see exactly, is our business structure great for your business? That's how that works. Because remember, all money ain't good money. And on that note, this is Coach Yolanda. I want you to have a phenomenal day. Again, do like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you are writing down your gems, what you took away from it, what you got from it. Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you on the next video next week. I drop a new video every single Sunday, so always be prepared. Thank you again for tuning in. This is Coach Yolanda. Peace.